Hello, I want to talk to you about double crochet. These are 2 rows of double crochet. One is the starting row where I started from the chain, and then the second row above that. Okay, so the starting row went in that direction from right to left, where the second row began over here on what you see on your left, heading this way. So we've just finished the second row, and I've chained 3 to start my second row. Something very peculiar about double crochet and triple crochet. The instructions will tell you that from your beginning chain, you are to make your first stitch into the 4th chain from the hook. Well, let me tell you something. I usually end up with the wrong number of stitches when I get to the end of the row, so I have to back up and begin in the 3rd chain from the hook. So let that be a tip, and that is, in your first row, it's important to make sure you have the right number of stitches. Back up and do it again to get the right number before you start, because you won't be able to stay on track with your pattern if you don't have the right number. So I usually do start my crochet projects twice, and I put the number of stitches that it's going to take me to have 20 stitches after the end of my first row. Okay, now for every row after that, it works fine if you will make 3 turning chains, as I have here in this example, and begin as if this little turning chain that we've made, this chain of 3, begin as if this chain is a stitch that lives right above this first hole right here. So we're going to make a pretend double crochet at the beginning by chaining 3. It will live above this hole, and we will end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and we'll have 20 stitches because we're going to make one in this end part that is actually a chain from the beginning the previous row. So it's a little tricky when you get going in your double crochet and triple crochet, but you'll find something that works for you, and that is that in the second row and all rows after of double crochet, you will make a chain of 3 and make your first new double crochet in the 2nd stitch from the edge. The first stitch from the edge is going to be the one that has this sort of artificial double crochet above it, made out of a chain of 3. So let me get started and demonstrate the double crochet. Triple crochet has the same issue. If you don't have the right number of stitches at the end of your first row, I recommend you back up and start 1 stitch sooner, like I do when I'm making triple crochet. So for the double crochet, we'll have a loop on our hook as we begin, and because we're on our 2nd row of double crochet, this first, I call it a stick, the 3 chain stitches, they appear as if they are a double crochet at this point. So they are above this hole. Going into this one is where you begin with catching a loop. Bring it out. Never make them tight or you're going to have a bad day. Catch a new loop, go through 2. Now you have 2 on the hook, yarn over and go through 2. And we're going to carry on down the row. Always watch and see, where is the bird claw, I call it, hanging on to the stitch. What I mean by bird claw is this right here. Looks like a bird's little hand gripping the stitch. Do not go in the same hole again unless your pattern tells you to make 2 in 1 space. Go here next, okay? And here, and here, and here. Always going under 2 strands unless your pattern tells you to go only under the front loop or the back loop. But normally I'm going under 2 strands when I go in there and catch a loop. 3 on my hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. I want you to key in on the looseness of my stitches. Many crocheters have a very bad time because this hook has a fat nose and he cannot get through the hole if you make your stitches tight. It's just all there is to it. You must not tighten your stitches. If your stitch is so tight, he cannot pass through there. So make sure stitches stay nice and loose. I equate it to a hula dancer, a nice relaxing hula dance of crochet. Okay? No tightness, because that will just make things harder for you. So that's a little bit about double crochet and how in your first row and second row, as you get going, it's important to count your stitches and make sure you're on track, because mistakes along the way in your count are going to wreck the whole thing for you, and I don't want you to have to go back real far. So check that first row, second row, third row. If it's counting correctly every time, you're free to go, and you can enjoy your crochet and count less if it's right every time. Okay? Good to see you. Thanks. Come back soon. Bye.